Hello, I'm back. I'm going to talk real quick about another big culture shock. Something that I've learned or realized, I've noticed, being an American, living in Germany now. One shock, it's not a culture shock, but living in Hannover, having the sun shining on your face on a cold day in January, that is a shock. So you got to appreciate that when you get it. And I also don't want to talk about my Green Bay Packers losing last night. Leave a comment if you want. Please don't get stupid. That's not the point of this. Yes, I'm a bit bitter and sore that they lost, but we can talk about American football in a different video if you'd like, but not today. My point today, let's get to it quick. Culture shock. Coming to Germany, leaving the US, visiting other countries, and realizing how much of an impact the US has on the rest of the world. Now, I loosely say that because I've only been to Europe, and this is what I see. But like, everyone's watching, and unless you've been living under a rock or a log, recently you know that the United States changed presidents. I'm not going to talk about politics because if you saw in my last video, I don't care for politics, but just watching like how, or seeing how everyone is watching this, and Americans with how proud so many Americans are in being like the biggest, best country in the world. You don't realize, like, yeah, from my perspective, that's a trained behavior, is a trained thought, but you don't realize exactly what that means. And you don't realize that all of these other little countries are really watching, like all eyes are on you. That is probably one of the single biggest shocks that I've had. Like, yeah, the difference in windows is cool, but the major one, these windows. Oh, yeah, I have to admit, the different styles in opening windows. But das ist scheißegal. But the culture shock of realizing that, yes, everyone is watching very closely, very critically, and whether good or bad. Like, there's so many eyes on the United States. It's a bit disgusting and impressive at the same time. Like, and it makes me feel bad, especially when it's something stupid. But yeah, there you have it. Eyes opening, learning that culture shock. So, all right, 3.5 minutes, that's my time. Bis nächste Mal.